inside one of Hambledon's key attractions, Hambledon Vineyard. The first wine was made here in 1955. Let's take a look inside and see what we can find out. Here we have Steve, who has shown us around Hambledon Vineyard, one of the main attractions within the village. Firstly, can you please tell us what a vineyard is, as I'm pretty sure not many 7 and 8-year-olds will know.
A vineyard is somewhere where we grow grapes, and specifically grapes to make wine.
When did the vineyard first open?
The vineyard is England's oldest commercial vineyard, and it was opened in 1952.
How long has it been in Hambledon?
It's been in Hambledon 64 years.
Has the vineyard changed over time?
Yes, it has. We've changed the type of grapes that have grown here. In 2004, they replanted with Chardonnay, Pinot Noir and Pinot Meunier, which are the grapes we use for sparkling wine.
How?
Well, we took out all the old vines and we replanted it with the new vines.
Why did it change?
It changed because we found out that the chalk soil here is much better for sparkling wine than it is for still wine.
Can you tell us what happens in the typical day of the vineyard?
Well, that's difficult because it changes at what time of year. So this time of year, what will happen is in the vineyard itself, they're going to start pruning, which means they'll be getting them ready for growing next year. So they'll be cutting down all the old wood they don't need and setting it up for growing next year. And the winemaker will be in the winery sorting out the wine that's in the tanks.
Why do you think people visit the vineyard?
I think because a lot of people are very excited that English wine is doing so well now, and it's a very good focal point, and Hampshire is the best place to grow grapes.
How important is the vineyard to the village of Hambledon?
Well, we like to think that we're making a good contribution to the village. As I say, it's the oldest vineyard in England. We tie in very closely, we identify with the cricket side of Hambledon, and we hope we are an asset to the village because it'll bring people into the village and people walking through and come and see us and see the rest of the village.
If there was a visitor guide being written about Hambledon, would you like the vineyard to be included in it?
Of course we would, yes indeed. We'd love to be involved in more aspects of day-to-day life in Hambledon.
What other attractions would you feature?
I think there's a lot of good local attractions, all the good walks, the cricket ground, the bat and ball, and the broad halfpenny down cricket ground, and on Meon Hill, just not too far away, you've got the old fort. So yeah, there's a lot of things around here.
Has the vineyard always been run by the same people and family?
No, it hasn't. It was started a long time, in 1952, by General Sir Guy Salisbury Jones, and there's been a few other owners in between. But now our present owner has been here since 1999, Ian Kellett.
What 3 adjectives would you use to describe Hambledon Vineyard?
High quality, fun, and English.
Has the business been affected by the recent drain works?
I think everybody's been affected, so I think it's just the access and people coming and going, and some people haven't been able to come through, but you know, it's very necessary, so we don't mind it.
What is your favourite part of Hambledon and why?
I think just walking around the vineyard itself and then walking around the back and on the east field, it's just views, the views are great and it's just really lovely here.
Is there anything which you dislike about the village?
Not really, now the roadworks are almost finished, it'll be fine.
What changes have you seen in Hambledon since you worked here?
I think the nice thing is to see that the pub has started to pick up again. The Vine, I think the couple that run it are very pleasant, and you need that. And the village shop is really good now. So all those sort of things have done really well. And as I say, it's difficult to talk about the last 2 years because of the roadworks, but now when they're all finished, I think we're going to have a really happy village.
Do you know any fascinating facts or stories about Hambledon or the vineyard which you can share with us?
The only one I came across recently that nobody knew about really was because we think that we started doing the sparkling wine here in 2004, but in fact, reading back on the history, apparently the first time they tried it was back in 1979, And the general actually turned around and said that it would be too expensive to make it. So they could have started making sparkling wine here a long, long time ago.
Are there any secret hideaways in the village?
I could tell you, but I'd be in trouble. See, it's a secret. No, I don't know. I don't know. There might be.
Thank you. I know I will definitely be recommending this delightful attraction to my parents and their friends, and will be popping by again soon.
Thank you very much, ladies, and good luck with your project. So this is the process. So what we have is, this is a gravity-fed winery because we don't like pumping all the juice. So the grapes will come in, they'll get loaded onto that platform, and we'll bring them all the way up here to the top. Takes a little bit of time. Now this platform can take up to 10 tons, but we don't normally put more than about 2 tons of grapes on here. So what will happen is the grapes will be on a wooden pallet in plastic boxes, and we take them through there, and then we'll start putting them in the press. And what we've got under here is a 5,000 litre stainless steel tank. So the juice goes into here, and then we can take the juice and we put pipes on there, and it goes down into the other tanks. So we're not pumping the juice, we're lifting it up. And that's an 8-ton press. And this operates with a big piston, and it'll push these things forward. So if you come and have a look over inside here. So at harvest, these guys will be chucking the grapes in. You can stand up and have a look inside. So we chuck the grapes in, and we get 4 tons of grapes in here. We fill it right up with grapes, and they're whole bunches. We don't have single grapes, because with champagne, with sparkling wine, you want just the juice. You don't want the taste of the skins. So they're picked in whole bunches and pressed in whole bunches. It moves back. The grapes all fall over, and it presses forward again. And it'll do that. It takes about 3.5 hours, and it'll do this pressing. And we can press as hard or as soft as we want. It's all by computer. And then we get the juice down the next level, which I'm going to show you down there. But this is just juice now, it's not wine yet. And then our experts like Felix, who you just met, he will be tasting it. Have a little glass and he tastes the juice as it's coming through. So the free run juice, the one before we really started pressing, will be coming through, but it tastes a bit like leaves and it doesn't taste like pure juice. So that will go into this bit here. So that's a free run juice section. This whole thing is called a bellon. In French, B-E-L-O-N. So they'll be tasting it, and as soon as they taste that the good juice is coming through, they shut this off, and they open this one up, and this is the best juice. They call it the Premier Cuvée, first press. So that's the juice that makes our very best sparkling wine. And then they'll taste a bit more, and then they'll say, okay, let's start putting it in the Deuxième Cuvée, which is that one there. And then at the end, when they're really pressing the grapes, you get things called tannins from the skins, and that will make it a different taste. They don't want to use that for the wine, so they shut that off and they put the last lot in there, the tail or the tie, and that they take and they're going to make brandy from that. And we get 5,000 litres. Now when they finish pressing, of course you've got all the grape pips and the skins and everything, so they have to push that out. The floor comes out and they push all that down these chutes there. There's normally a chute attached, and that goes out onto a farmer's trailer, and he takes it off and he makes it into compost. And 3 years ago they were feeding it to the cows, but it was still fermenting, so the cows were falling all over the place. So it wasn't good for the cows, so they don't feed it to the cows anymore. Corks. Now I'll show you the cork when it's finished. So what they do, the champagne cork is usually that gets squeezed into a small one, and it goes into the bottle, and then it opens up. And this bottom bit will open up, and it can't come out again. So have one each, and then we'll show you what the end one looks like. Then they can attach a pipe. So you say this way, they want to put it in this one. So they'll attach a pipe to here, and they'll put the juice into this tank. This is a 2,500 litre tank, and there's 4 of them on top of each other, so it's 10,000 litres of juice goes in there. They put the juice in there, and around here is a glycol solution, so that they can cool it right down and helps it settle out. And then they take the juice with us after 24 hours, put a pipe there and a pipe there. That pipe there is the one that goes underground and into that tank you saw on the lift, and they lift it up again and they put it in their other tanks over there. And after each time, each of these tanks has to be cleaned before they put more juice in. So the little one, the thin winemaker goes and climbs in there and he cleans it out. You can have a look in there if you want.
Oh, why? Me too.
With an echo. There we go. Have a little smell of that. That's wine. And that'll be in the barrel for a while. You smell a little bit of fruit coming through and vanilla from the oak. Can you smell that?
Yeah.
Cool.
It smells nice.
So each barrel is going to taste a little bit different, and they can mix all the wine so it comes to the taste that we want. And then later on, they'll take that wine and they'll put it into bottles. They'll bottle it, and then they'll put it in our cellar and they leave it for 3 years. So it's a long process. 3 years before we can even start putting it out and selling it. The stuff in here gets down to minus 30 degrees Celsius, really cold. And it freezes just that little bit at the end there, up to there. And then they pop the cap off like you would on a bottle. And out, that little block of ice takes the yeast and it shoots out. And then another machine, they'll put the cork in and they'll put the wire around it and then it'll be ready to go. Then they'll label it up and all these finished bottles will end up like one of these bottles here. I'll show you that. We'll have the cork wire, they put the labels on, and that is the finished bottle. Hambledon is it's going to be one of the best wines in the world in the near future. Everybody loves it. And you see this cork here, and then this bit is in a different shape. So that's the bit that stays in the bottle. So when it comes like that, that holds it in the bottle because of the shape. And there you go, and the pressure pushes it up, and that holds it there. So you can have one of those each as well.
Thank you.
To go with yours, and to go with yours.
The winery was opened by H.R.H., the Duchess of Cornwall, on 9th July 2013.